Let's start with an important clarification. The Bible is not a history textbook, even though it contains real history. You wouldn't use it in a classroom to study ancient empires or timelines. That was never its purpose. The Bible is first and foremost the book of salvation, revealing God's plan to redeem humanity through faith in Jesus Christ. That is its central message. Yet what's remarkable is this. When Scripture touches the natural world or historical reality, it does so with a clarity that has stood the test of time. The very first verse sets the tone. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Genesis 1 verse 1. That sentence doesn't read like ancient mythology. There's no battle of gods, no eternal matter, no endless cycle. It simply declares a beginning. In the ancient world, that idea was shocking. Most cultures believed the universe was eternal. Greek philosophers insisted matter had always existed. A beginning wasn't necessary. For centuries, science agreed with them. The universe was assumed to be static and eternal. Even Einstein resisted the idea of a cosmic beginning. But then the evidence became overwhelming, expanding space, background radiation, and mathematical models that pointed to a starting point. Science eventually concluded what Scripture stated from the start. The universe had a beginning. The Bible didn't explain the physics. It simply gave the worldview first. Creation is not self-existent. Scripture reinforces this elsewhere. By faith, we understand that the universe was formed at God's command, so that what is seen was not made out of what was visible. Hebrews 11 verse 3. Another example comes from one of the oldest books in the Bible. He stretches out the north over empty space. He hangs the earth on nothing. Job 26 verse 7. Every ancient culture imagined the earth resting on something. Pillars, animals, giants. Job describes something entirely different. A world suspended in empty space, upheld without visible support. Job didn't know the word gravity. He didn't need to. Scripture also speaks of unseen forces holding creation together. He wraps up the waters in his clouds, yet the clouds do not burst under their weight. Job 26, verse 8. Then there's the ocean, the fish of the sea, whatever passes along the paths of the seas. Psalm 8, verse 8. In the ancient world, the sea was viewed as chaotic and unpredictable. Yet Scripture speaks of paths, organized movement beneath the surface. Centuries later, ocean currents were mapped, transforming navigation and global trade. The Bible also describes the water cycle long before meteorology existed. All streams run to the sea, yet the sea is never full. To the place the streams come from, there they return again. Ecclesiastes 1 verse 7. He draws up the drops of water. They distill his mist and rain. Job 36 verse 27. Evaporation, condensation, precipitation, circulation. Not scientific terms, but an accurate description of reality. Scripture speaks the same way about the stars. Look toward heaven and number the stars, if you're able to number them. Genesis 15 verse 5. As the host of heaven cannot be numbered. Jeremiah 33 verse 22. Ancient astronomers try to count them. Modern telescopes revealed billions upon billions. The Bible didn't give numbers, it gave scale. It also states something medicine took centuries to understand. For the life of the flesh is in the blood. Leviticus 17 verse 11. 4 generations, doctors drained blood to cure disease. Today we know blood carries oxygen, nutrients, immune defense, and life itself. Scripture even outlines quarantine and hygiene long before germ theory. He shall dwell alone. His dwelling shall be outside the camp. Leviticus 13 verse 46. Isolation, flowing water, prevention of spread, wisdom grounded in reality, not superstition. And repeatedly, Scripture describes the heavens as dynamic, not static. He stretches out the heavens like a curtain. Psalm 104 verse 2. The Lord, who stretches out the heavens. Isaiah 42 verse 5. Centuries later, science discovered the universe is expanding. The Bible was never trying to be a science textbook. It was revealing the God who made the world. The point of Scripture isn't to win arguments. It's to reveal salvation. The heavens declare the glory of God. The skies proclaim the work of His hands. Psalm 19, verse 1. Science explains how creation works. Scripture explains who created it and why. And when the natural world continues to reflect the order Scripture assumed all along, it doesn't demand debate. It invites worship, because the more we learn about creation, the more it begins to sound like its creator.